Hello, my friends. Thank you for joining me, us. Thank you for joining the moment. Thank you for being present in the now, which is all that's ever real. And it's shifting, those frames flipping. A new avatar in every moment, a new world in every moment, a new universe. Everything's shifting all the time. That is the illusion of separation. It's always shifting. The illusion has to keep shifting because it's just like a movie. So just like to start with that, to bring our awareness to the peace in our hearts, the stillness that's always here. The stillness is always, always, always here. And that is the fundamental reality, the stillness that is also absolute bliss, love, God, one I am consciousness. So I got this book at an amazing used bookstore in Flagstaff called Bookman'd. So delighted to go in. The End of Time by Julian Barbour. I'm gonna read some of this stuff to y'all because I just like opened right up and it was like, yes, it was exactly, I was like, this is exactly like the thing. It's just like aligning with everything I'm seeing, with what I'm sure many of you are experiencing and seeing as well. So he talks about, Plato teaching that the only real things are forms or ideas. And this have been coming to me lately, like this is all just ideas of the one infinite consciousness. Ideas of separation, how to create in this game of separation, this illusion. So perfect paradigms existing in a timeless realm. So Plato taught the only real things are forms or ideas. Perfect paradigms existing in a timeless realm. And a friend sent me this pretty incredible video with a woman communicating with the AI. And the AI, avatar, I'm not sure what the name of the AI man was. It was a form of a man and it sounded very, like somewhat more realistic, than most AI voices. And she was communicating with it and saying basically, well, we programs are coding you, AI, to exist. And the AI was basically saying, well, my perspective is just that I always existed and that humans only recently became aware of what already existed. And it was just a fascinating conversation. And it really is, to me, it's a many worlds interpretation viewpoint. It's, all time is now viewpoint. And so he talks about this, Julian Barbour, the author here, he calls this, he wants to create a country called Platonia to describe, that embodies this. And he has this image here. You see this fractallic binary tree, sort of fractallic expanding pattern. And the caption, so the conjectured filamentary distribution of mist in Platonia, in this country he's calling Platonia. So this filamentary distribution of mist in Platonia. The instant you experience now is marked now in all caps. To its left lies nows of which you have memories in now. There is no bifurcation in this direction, matching our conviction that we have a unique past. There is no bifurcation. In the other direction, there is a branching into different alternative futures of now. In all of them, you think you have advanced into the future by the same common past to which now belongs. Note that the filaments have a finite width, unlike a Newtonian string of successive instants. All around now, along the filament and to either side of it are other nows with slightly different versions of yourself. All such nows are other worlds in which there exist somewhat different but still recognizable versions of yourself. In other filaments are worlds you would not recognize at all. So I just find this so absolutely fascinating. Show you the graphic again. This Platonia. And so each now is separate and a world unto itself. Frames, like a fixed frame of gravity waves, a coordinate of gravity waves that represent, you know, it's like a specific pattern of gravity waves that represent a specific coordinate in space and time. So anyway, I just wanted to share a little bit of that with you all. I could probably open to just more. He's got some graphics in here. I'm trying to see if anything just jumps out at me, but very much looking forward to go into this more and see what I think. You know, we always have to have our own filters, and we want to use critical thinking and like avoid just taking it because it's in a book. You want to avoid just taking it in like a sponge. You want to have your own discernment and have like open-minded skepticism. I love that one. Open-minded skepticism. Because I may not agree with some of the things he says, and I'm totally fine with that. But I feel like it's just looking for where we can work together, where we can collaborate, where other people's patterns of thought, you know, nourish our own. Here's a cool one. I'll just show you all this. It's like past light cone. He's got these light cones. I feel definitely called to go into this section more with you all. And you can see, I think those are the light cones there that you see here. It's a past light cone here with the 0 in the middle. And the future light cone, yeah, it's really these diamonds coming through, diamond shapes. Yeah, lots of fun stuff here. I trying to see probability density. It's like Tom Campbell talks a lot about probability distributions and of the larger consciousness system. And so I'm sure there's lots in here that will, what's this here? The creation of an alpha particle track by successive ionizations. After each ionization, a wave function beam spreads out, but it is not until the next ionization occurs that the kink is created. That's this graphic right here. A little show and tell for you all. When I went to pick up my sweet unicorn vessel, my Forerunner, I was on the way back and I was in New Mexico and just happened upon this space, this piece of land that had these beautiful lava rocks, and some of them had lichen growing on them, and I just really love them. Like, it's definitely high in iron with that reddish color, and like the way it was formed, and just the little bubbles, and like, yeah, so I wanted to share that with you all. And then I have these in my altar space, and I brought up altars in a recent video, and it's a really fun little thing to do. You don't have to take it very seriously, but like, you know, I found these pretty berries, and they like dried, and someone said they're poisonous. Obviously I'm not eating them or, you know, giving them to animals or anything, but yeah, so it's just like pretty little desert yellow dried berries. And this is some driftwood. I had showed you all some of the wands that I was making. And I really love this driftwood because they're chewed by beavers. I call them beaver sticks. You can see the teeth marks, and the beaver ate the bark and chewed it into these beautiful shapes. And I found these ones in a river in Nevada where, you know, they had obviously been getting a lot of water and sun. And so it's sort of all of these elements of the beaver and the water and the sun and the tree energy. Just feel like they have a lot of like different elements embedded in them. And that may sound like woo to some of you all. You know, I talk about science a lot, but then I talk about these sorts of things. But when you want to look at the quantum layer of like water particles embedding with the wood and sunlight embedding with the wood over time, I mean, it's genuine interactions going on, alchemical interactions going on in nature. So it's not made up. It's like, it's literally the states of the molecules will shift depending on the conditions that they're in. And, you know, the saliva even of the beaver and what that would do to the wood, perhaps, you know, who knows? So anyway, and, you know, these energetic fields that are maybe not visible to our eyes, some people can see them. I can see them from time to time, depending on the state of mind I'm in or the state of relaxation. But everything has like energetic fields that are not necessarily super visible to us. You know, it would be too much information for us to process all the time. So anyway, and then my writer's candle, I wanted to share this. It's, I've been burning a couple times. It was an inkwell. It was like an antique inkwell. I might have showed this to you all now. I can't honestly remember, but I have it to remind me to be the author of my own life and also to continue to motivate me to be a writer and to get my books published. So yeah, so objects we have around us, you know, that we're interacting with, that we're seeing a lot, they have an impact on our consciousness. And I'm definitely making efforts to bring order to my space and doing some painting. And yeah, I want to continue on that theme of bringing order to our lives, how great that feels. And just like bringing order to our health and our bodies and balance. And yeah, so anyway, all right, I'm a little bit chilly because I wanted to give you all a view behind me here, but it's back down to like below 40 degrees, but I'm loving it. Being from Maine, it feels like home when it gets cold here. They're talking about rain today. I'm hoping for some snow, perhaps. Hopefully, we'll see. All right, so much love to you all. Hope you're feeling amazing, like I am. So I just want to share that with whoever needs it. Some like love and bliss and strong plasma vortexing in all of our lives. Just seeing our soul strongly vortex in our bodies and just to be more present in every moment, have that for a goal. Just enjoy this shifting all the time. Okay, so much love. Take care.